Alright, let's roll call this shit.
Gentlemen, who would like to have the honours of going first?
I mean, you?
I mean, sure. I was saving best for last, but why not?
Yeah, that's what we're doing too.
My name is Ed. I am the referee for this travesty. And welcome to everyone. Sam, why don't you go first?
Oh, goody.
And you talk about introduce yourself and your character, maybe.
Okay. So my name is Sam. I may or may not be responsible for some of this travesty also. And my character is Doc Grubbs, who is a large, friendly Russian doctor who likes to give people cybernetics without asking first.
Yep.
And I think my closing comment on that introduction would be we're probably going to say some very awful things in the next hour or so, or maybe two. But we're lovely people. Really.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right. Andy, why don't you go next?
Oh. I don't want. Okay, I'm Andy, and I'm not a racist.
But
well, Larry may or may no. Larry is. You'll see about Larry. He's a fixer, and he's pretty angry, and he's Cockney. Larry's alright. Larry's a good guy.
Just keep him clear of minorities.
Yeah, Larry's alright.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
He's got a fucking motorbike.
Well, that fixes everything. Trip.
So my name's Dan. My character is Trip, who's a techie. Recently had an arm removed without asking by said Doc Grubbs. And now has a cyber arm, which he's secretly pleased with. But he is...
I don't know what problem is.
Very much a fan of building things up and putting guns and things on there if he can get away with it. And he's a pretty brawny guy.
Cool, lovely. Dom, why don't you go next?
I'm Dom, as he mentioned. Thank you. I play Mr. Smith, who is a corporate and is a very well-respected gentleman. He's very normal. He's definitely not a sociopath or a lunatic, as other people would call him. And yeah,
I feel like you missed
I
out.
don't see a problem.
Sexual deviant.
Oh yeah, he's into some weird shit.
Wrapped in leather.
Oh, he'll put anything in any hole, and he'll put his thing in any hole. He's up for. Yeah, he's pretty fucked up.
I thought that was all covered by gentlemen.
Yeah, I thought so as well, but apparently not. So here we are.
There's a cybernetic future. It kind of goes without saying. Yeah, Richard.
Yeah, see, you meant it when you said saving the best till last.
Bastard.
I'm Richard. I'm playing Shade, who's the resident hacker who might be on the path to becoming a serial killer. You never know.
Sorry, who's Shade? I only see 5H4D3.
Ah, that's a good point. I'm Richard. I'm playing 5H43D. Fuck.
You mean to say 5H43?
Jesus, it's been so long since Leet Speak was a thing that...
I know, I've had like 2 sips
losing
of
the
beer
reflex.
and I'm gone.
I think we have to explain that your character is a netrunner, which is essentially like super radical, sick hacker man. And so every netrunner has their own little handle.
Yeah, it's like hackers from 1995.
You get it when you get your first trilby.
We know... we do know. We do know Shade's actual name, don't we? It's never come up in game, but it is known.
Yeah, it is.
I know
known.
I do not know it.
I don't know it.
I know it.
It's literally on his character sheet.
It is literally on his character.
I'm already loading it up.
Did.
Sydney
we need to introduce Gary as well.
No.
No,
Mate,
no.
Shade is not in the party for me.
No, he's not. He's in there.
He's not for me either, actually.
No, he's not in. He's not listed as Shade. That's why you muppet.
No, it's Sydney Bird. Who did you think Sydney Bird was?
Oh,
I'll be honest with you. Didn't think
Oh,
about it.
Sid. Oh, him.
That guy who we've literally never met. Oh wait.
Ian Sid. Oh, it's getting up to all sorts of wacky hijinks.
Oh,
Not
dear.
gonna
Why
lie.
don't you introduce
Didn't
Gary?
notice it.
No,
No.
Gary's not a significant
Where's
character.
Price? Oh,
Gary's dead.
Gary. Oh
This is
god.
canon. Because everything I say is canon. Gary is
In
dead.
that case, can you delete his token off the screen?
Yes.
Oh, Gary.
Say bye bye to Gary, guys.
Bye, Gary.
I mean,
Gentlemen,
that's not a very
Um,
dramatic exit.
so this is a game of
Neither was the real one.
So this is a game of Cyberpunk 2020, tabletop role-playing game made by Talasaurian Games and Mike Pondsmith. It is a very, very awesome game. It's got its flaws, but everything does. But it's with a big sort of bend towards high risk, high reward, very much style, very stylish sort of characters, and basically the biggest balls in the room generally comes out on top. So
So grubs every time.
yeah, I mean he has literally had that enhancement that makes him 25% bigger.
No shit, yeah, that would affect his testicles.
I mean,
in
affects
fact, he had it directly solely
Um,
attached to his testicles.
So
But
we are
that's the size of
starting.
lentils to start with, so.
So we are starting slightly into the story. This is.
I feel like slightly is an understatement. We've been playing this for a little while.
We've been playing this for a little while.
Okay, given why didn't we can sort out we can do the session history. We can put that somewhere where people can find it. But why don't you just a really brief highlight reel of the anarchy we've created so far?
Basically, you guys were all disparate regulars at a pub called the Four Roses. You were brought together by Benny.
Strip club.
It is a fine, reputable establishment. And it brought together by Benny, the owner of said establishment, as sort of he wanted to form a kind of neighborhood watch for the local area. He was kind of sick of getting rolled over by the local gangs. And you guys formed what came to be known as the Brazen Thorns, a local gang. And since then, you guys have gone on a sort of whirlwind
Tangent, really.
Rampage feels like the appropriate phrase.
Yeah, so
I've just realised.
I mean, some highlights being blowing up a tech lab, with kidnapping some scientists at the same time. You got involved in a turf war between the Yakuza, and then basically committed a mini 9/11, and managed to find Fisheye Larry's long lost, thought to be dead brother, Wilson.
Wait, what about
and
my
this is
personal
sort of
highlight, the
where-
Beatles Club?
Oh yeah, and you.
Don't forget the Beatles incident.
Oh yeah, the Beatles incident of the Golden Hatch. Yeah, no, you took down a poser gang made out of what is essentially halfway between a Beatles tribute act and a street
Identity
gang,
theft.
and just wrecked them for.
I believe the phrase you used was domestic terrorism.
It was domestic terrorism, and in hindsight, you guys seem to realize that when you didn't have any provocation or any real reason for doing that,
Not
it
even
was kind of
slightly.
I mean-
wrecked.
Was that in hindsight, or was that just a realization as we were doing it? It was just
I
like
think it was a bit of both.
no one provoked us into doing this. We just decided to fuck some people over who look like the Beatles.
But essentially, yeah, where we find ourselves today is in the aftermath of our your last hijinks, which was basically, yes, as previously said, getting in between two Yakuza families. You ended up taking down the head of one of the families and returning his literal head to the other Yakuza family, making a very tidy profit and some allies in the process. You also managed to save Fisheye Larry's Netrunner brother in the process, who was sort of working against his will for one of the Yakuza families, and you have had a bit of downtime. A couple of you guys have cybered up a little bit more.
Yeah, I didn't put any of my cybernetics on my character sheet.
You had.
Shit.
I remember what you got. I remember you had the spike feet.
Yeah, I remember though, and I think I had some other stuff.
You think about it for a second.
All right, why don't we do a real because I feel like this sets the characters up fairly well. Why don't we do a real quick rundown of cybernetics? So Andy's got spike feet.
Hang on, come back to me because there's other shit that I had,
Doc Grubbs, I know you got some cool stuff.
All right, so Dog Grubbs is a med tech, and he went ham. He has a cyber arm that he replaced a fist on with a power fist because he's fucking badass. At the end of our last escapade, he upgraded said cyber arm with hydraulic rams, which normally do triple damage, but in the interest of balance, it only does double damage in this situation because I was already wrecking everything in existence. It's also got real skin. Oh, we got lightning fist on the other hand because
yeah,
it's free. So lightning fist, and put some cyber skin, real skin. Sorry, hashtag not hashtag. Copyright real skin on hashtag real skin on both all my cybernetics. So no one, it's 70% effective on hiding them from people. And also took the I don't know what I guess it's cybernetic called frame alteration, which made me 25% larger than I already was. So
we're all in awe at the size of that unit.
Now?
Doc Grubbs is now 7'6".
Jesus.
He was already a big guy. So,
big Russian boy.
Big Russian boy. I don't know if I think Richards is actually filming this. If he clicks on the character for my sheet, it should pop up so you can show people the gloriousness of Doc Grubbs and his giant
I've
power.
clicked on Fisheye Larry. Don't want to do that. Oh, he is beautiful.
I had some sort of link with my bike, didn't I?
Yes. Oh, yes. No, you did.
And I had
vehicle.
low light. I'm sure I had low light.
What? Oh, yes. No, you did a cyber. You got a cyber eye, didn't you? Yeah. So, Fisheye Larry, you have a cyber eye. You've got the spike heel feet, which allow you to essentially walk on walls, and a neural link which you can attach into your bike, which essentially lets you drive hands free. It is very cool.
If he falls asleep and has a dream where he's riding his bike, does his bike just ride around?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Awesome. Yes.
Let's knock him out.
I believe Trip, you've just got the one sort of cyber arm.
I've got a cyber arm and I got the skin weave, muscle and bone.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got skin weave as well.
Yeah, I had to cut my foot off, didn't I?
Yeah, both feet.
I had to cut your foot off.
Oh yeah.
Grubbs took great pleasure in cutting both of your feet off.
So what did I get? A spiked heel foot. Yeah, that was it.
You got the spike feet.
Same thing
Did
to leave Larry with no feet, but he complained, so I put them back.
Did
on.
I do just the one or two? I can't
It
remember.
was both. Essentially, otherwise you'd just be standing there with one foot just stuck to the wall.
I see no problem.
With no way to move.
You'd be able to take one step up a wall and then just stop and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that'd be
I mean,
great.
you would
for,
have
like, 8
awesome
foot
kicks.
walls. No, that'd be shit. Actually, 8 foot, that'd be too high. That'd be less than that. Right, now I've got to add this shit into my character sheet, because...
Well, whilst you do that,
I mean, it's all like flavour. There's no attacks or anything, so it shouldn't take long.
yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
with the spiky feet? Yeah, no, there are attacks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, you get plus. I think it's like 3d6 to your damage, like 3d6 to your damage, or 2d6. I can't remember. You have to look that up.
I'm gonna see if I can improve the ambiance.
That's fine.
Not like that, I can't.
Learn your own control commands.
So Trip, yeah, the cyber arm, and yeah, you're keeping it pretty.
Actually,
Yeah, I got the
And the skin.
real skin put over my arm because the arm was placed onto me without my consent, as I've said before.
But you've kind of rolled with it and made it your own.
But then I've managed to get it so that it looks normal, and I also have this new skin weave, like muscle and bone weave, so I'm now like super strong.
Oh yeah.
What was the base humanity level? Was it 40?
It changes from person to
It
person.
depends on what your empathy is. It's 10 times your empathy. Cool. And then, Mr. Smith,
yeah.
I think you just sort of like
Yo,
souped up your cyber eye.
my
So now you've got
eyeballs
the
are pretty
dart
good
in
now.
there.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a Google Glass now.
Yes, but not shit. No, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
Back in it, guys, won't be long.
So yeah, you got the cool 6 super cyber eye. I think Shade, you.
I got my Winter Soldier arm
Oh yeah.
because it's
Everyone's
all I've written.
getting cyber
I've
arms.
basically written on my character sheet really shiny.
Oh yeah, you like chromed it
Yeah,
out.
I got the super chrome. Everyone else was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm gonna get the real
Fucking
skin so
radical.
that I can hide it." And I was just like, "Can you make it shiny, please?"
I'm
Damn
a 90s
right.
hacker. I'm going chrome.
Hacker man. He's got fucking neon tattoos.
Out of curiosity, do you also wear like those light up trainers?
I am like a walking episode of Pimp My Ride.
Fucking-
That's
Just screens coming out of everywhere.
Glorious.
I also got a spike in my hand for stabbing.
Oh, what, like the dirty handshake stabby motion thing?
Yeah,
I think it's the same as what Larry has in his feet.
yeah. A lot of these like really useful melee attacks for my character that has no skill in melee attacks.
You can
Yeah.
use it for things.
I feel like Mr. Smith might need to get one of these hidden knives for masturbation reasons.
Yeah, so you guys have basically taken a bit of downtime after your last escapade, partly to lay low, partly to heal up from all the wicked sick cyber shit that you guys gotten installed recently.
Wait,
Yeah, wicked sick, radical. And you guys are having basically a nice sort of like chilled out downtime in the Four Roses itself. So what are you guys up to?
Just accidentally smashing glasses with my new cyber hand. Just go to pick it up, just
yeah, I'm just
crush,
kicking the bar.
crush.
Doc Grubbs is just poking people with his lightning fist and just like giving little static shocks.
You're
Can
just
I be
using it as
zooming
the-
in on people's cleavage? I'm not too bothered by the gender. I'll go with any cleavage.
What, like butt cleavage?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hairy biker butt cleavage?
I don't think you quite understand the level of depravity that Mr. Smith is at.
Oh man, I could get a ripper hand.
And I'm back.
And what's Trip been up to? What's he doing?
Sorry, I was away. What was it?
As you guys are all chilling in the Four Roses, what's Trip been up to? What's he doing?
Probably fiddling with the car.
Okay. So we got someone actually doing something useful. Then we have a guy
Oh,
just
sorry, I
like
assumed
with a
that-
pile of
I
shattered
had assumed-
glass.
I had assumed the downtime that we had was taken up by cybernetic enhancement. I didn't realise we actually had downtime to use.
Oh yeah, no, I treated the downtime as like, I mean, you can do more stuff during the session, but I sort of assumed you did quite a lot.
Yes, I was busy rapidly adding cybernetics to everybody apparently.
Yeah, and Doc Grubbs has been just sort of just banging into doorways and trying to get used to his newfound height and girth.
Girth.
If we had to adjust the
Go
doorways,
to the bathroom for the first time and then just yes, and it comes on out.
I knew it!
Success! So, yeah, whilst you guys have been sitting down there, you guys are just maxing, relaxing,
Shooting some b-ball.
shooting some people outside of the
That's no
school.
good.
When the Four Roses Madam Petunia, comes up to you guys, and
Hello, little.
she's been getting progressively more sort of irritated
Have we still got
with
Wilson
Doc.
with us?
Sorry?
Have we still got Wilson with us?
Yeah, Wilson's there. He's chilling out over there with Larry. And Petunia comes up. She's been getting progressively annoyed with you guys, just sort of slacking off here in the pub, not sort of seeming to pull your weight as she would want. And
Yeah.
and she just sort of slaps the glass out of Shade's hand and she's going, "You're wasting money. What are you doing?
It's not my money.
Why are you still here?"
Because Grubbs hasn't told us what we're doing yet.
Ah. Ati.
Relax. I have excellent plan.
What's
we
his
go-
plan?
We need lots of explosives.
I know a guy. Hey, fish eye. Explosives.
A track record with explosives is exquisite. Therefore, we continue to excessively lose explosives in experiment.
Boom.
Boom, boom. I propose we find the nearest drug gang, and we pick gang and we do golden hatch event
Back in it.
situation. Repeat.
Okay. Out of curiosity, why?
I mean, why not? We take over gang territory, we get rich. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
I see
yeah,
the logic.
I see the logic, but
What happens
I
if we
mean-
blow up all the drugs?
yeah. What are we going to take over the territory and do, you know?
I
Saying
mean,
we need, we need to be planning.
what do gangs normally do? No, drug protection racket.
Drug, prostitution.
I mean, we literally operate out of Flip Club. We got the prostitution thing sorted.
Well,
Wait, these are prostitutes.
yeah, have you not tried offering them money? None of them will take my money for some reason.
Only if you look like you. Ha ha ha.
Oh, sadness.
Well, whilst Ada Petunia's sort of been like just sort of watching all this go on, as coming over towards from the opposite side of the bar, you notice Siri coming over. Now she's one of the Joy Girls at the Four Roses, as you well know, and is sort of very well known to probably some of you.
Too many limbs for my taste.
She goes. She sort of ignores you all, and she has a little bit of a troubled look on her face, and she sort of leans into Madame Petunia, and but you can hear what she says. She goes, "Bridget's still not made it. She's still not here. I really don't know what's going on." There's a bit of a back and forth between her and Madame Petunia. Madame Petunia seems a little bit sort of perturbed by this. And she finally turns around to you guys and goes, "Well, if you're not doing anything, you have no plans, at least make yourself busy. Go check on Bridget. We haven't seen her in days. She hasn't called. No one has found her. She's not at her flat. Do something. Find her."
Do we look like heroes to you?
Wait, quick
You
question.
look-
Which one is Bridget? Red
Bridget.
hair, blue hair, yellow hair, green hair?
No hair.
No hair? I like no hair.
That'd be Bridget with the blue hair.
Ah.
Now the rest. Now some of you guys might be very.
I remember Blue Hair Woman.
No, we don't. We don't remember
She had
her.
a crazy boyfriend who we crack head off.
Yep, we don't remember why we had to do that.
Yeah.
No, that was
So
fine,
some
that
of you
was fine.
guys.
We met her time we look after Kitty.
No, we didn't.
What did you guys do to my cat?
Nothing.
Oh no, you can't find.
The more you say that, the less I believe you.
Nothing happened to your cat.
Have you not been to check on your cat?
I haven't had an opportunity to. Can I go and check on my cat?
Hey, Smithy.
No, you check the cat, but the cat is fine.
Yeah, cat's fine.
Smithy.
Doesn't make eye contact anymore, but you know.
Just trust us. Things happened to cat that weekend far more wholesome than what happened
No.
to you. You sick
Nothing happened to the cat.
Nothing
Check
happened to the
cybernetic
cat.
too.
I forgot there was that missing session
Trip.
for me and Dom.
Trip's gonna punch Doc Grubbs in the arm because Doc Grubbs has clearly forgotten the pact about not telling Mr. Smith what happened.
I mean, I'm assuming you're saying to my left, so you just punch like Cyberarm. I'm just gonna look at you like what?
Alright,
I mean,
Yeah.
never to leave you guys alone with an animal ever again, really. And I'm saying that
you
as
should-
me.
I mean, I was gonna say you probably. People
Alright, we
glass
go find
houses.
blue-haired woman. She was friendly. We like her. You just have bad taste.
Madame Petunia just sort of like just starts waving her hands and just like, "Phew, get out, all of you."
All right, grumpy old lady, we do your job.
So yeah, you have a little bit of a task. It turns out that Bridget, one of the other girls working at the Four Roses, has not checked in to work recently. She's not turned up. People have tried phoning her, going to her flat, but no one can seem to find her or rustle her up. So now, you have a job.
Larry,
What?
Larry, we need to find blue-haired girl from strip club. She's no missing.
Blue haired girl from strip club.
Alright,
Right.
get
Okay.
on.
Well, why don't we go to her place and have 5H4D3 hack her local computer? That's a thing you can do, right?
Larry,
Get out.
Sorry. Out of character just for a second. That was awfully fucking technical for a suggestion.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. He may or may not be reading off of a card.
Shay's just made loads of like cue cards for you.
Literally thought computers were magic.
No, computers are wizardry, and I don't know. I have somebody below me does that.
You just have a bunch
That's
of technical buzzwords written on your palm, like download and mainframe.
Nice, nice.
Megabit.
Look, I have a PA to deal with that, don't you guys?
Right. I'm gonna get out on my bike. And
Larry,
have a
check
little,
the storm drains.
Have a little scoot around on my bike and ask some people what's going on. See if anyone's seen anything.
Seriously though, Larry, check storm drains just in case.
Check storm drains.
Is there something to do with the
dump a
cat?
body, a storm drain's a pretty good place to dump one.
He's not wrong. It's a pretty good spot.
Is it?
I've heard,
Washes away a lot of evidence.
allegedly.
It just causes blockages, I think.
I don't know why you dump body when you could butcher it and sell it for parts.
Okay, can I get out on my bike and
Yep.
try and get some intel?
Alright, Larry, you go do that. We go to apartment and search for clues.
Okay, so let's firstly deal with Larry. So, Larry, you're going to use your fixer skill, I take it, and going to use some street deal. So, can you roll me some street deal? Just try and hit the street, find out what's what, and shake some trees, see what falls out, all that sort of.
Deal.
It's Mr. Smith cats. That's what's falling out of trees.
What happened to my cat?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Nothing happened to the cat.
Nothing happened to the cat.
All you remember
cat
is that we fed it spam
fine.
and you shouldn't have.
Really
Um,
shouldn't have fed it spam.
Okay, yeah. 23, so that's not too bad. Yeah, so,
Oh wait.
Larry, you...
I'll also roll.
Pull some Pizza Hut, thank you. So Larry hits the street. You start hitting up some of your local contacts. A couple of the guys in some of the seedier parts of the old abandoned tube. See what they know. See if they've seen anything. They haven't really come across too much. You show a picture of Bridget to one of the bartenders that you know, working at a club downtown, and he says, "Oh yeah, I think I might have seen her recently. She's I don't know her name, but I think I saw her when I temped a shift over at Club Lush. I think she was. I don't know if she was working there or if she was like just there for some fun. But I think I saw her the other night.
Club Lush, eh?
Club Lush.
I have a really
Right.
horrible
And
feeling.
where will I find it? I don't know where this Club Lush is.
He points you out to Club Lush. It's just downtown. It's sort of in the sort of main sort of entertainment district. It's quite popular place.
Right.
You already know of it.
Is Club Lush full of like fucking eco hair dye and like bath bombs?
Alright, can I see if I can find any more out from anyone, or
well,
or
that's
perhaps get like a similar sort of story to...
yeah. I mean, that's the best lead you've had. I mean, she's not a super well-known figure. She's not like someone that most people would notice. She's
So say that again. That again. She was seen going into Club Lush. Is that?
yeah. She was seen in Club Lush a couple days ago.
Alright. Playing Pizza Hut.
Playing Pizza Hut.
Alright.
Now, has Fisheye shared this knowledge with the group?
No.
Or is he...
Before I meet, I'll take a quick ride downtown and just I don't know, ride past this club and see what the crack is. If there's anything untoward outside, and then I'll ride back to meet the guys at the apartment.
I mean, this is sort of like the midday by the time you manage to get this information. By the time you get over there, so I mean, it's quite quiet outside. There's not even bouncers. The doors are just closed. It's just sort of shut up for the day because it's not really the busy time for them. But nothing sort of super untoward. It's got a big neon signage saying Club Lush and a lot of like sort of tropical sort of designs and motifs going on around it.
Alright. Nothing.
Nothing that jumps out at you. Actually, in fact, roll an awareness check for me. No, nothing particular.
Right around the back.
Catches your eye. Yeah, you go around back.
Down the back alley.
Yeah, you get into the back alley and round back. There's sort of not like a loading dock, but there's like a back door with like a loading bay bit there, and there's a couple guys being overseen by a big burly gentleman here, and they are just look like they're unloading boxes, a couple kegs. They're sort of clinking, so you sort of surmise that they're sort of drinks and bottles and supplies for the next night.
Can I keep at a distance? Not like a massive distance, but a fair distance, and shout at them and ask if they've seen or heard of her.
Oh, what, you just asking if they've seen a girl called Bridget?
Yeah, blue hair.
Burly guy sort of looks over, is kind of disinterested, just goes, "No, never heard of her," and then just looks back and gets back to sort of keeping an eye on the rest of the guys.
Alright. Okay, I'll pull away and head back to the apartment, help the guys.
Cool. All right, the rest of you guys. As you've done before, you already know where Bridget lives, so because you've been there before when you had to help her out with a little bit of a jammy jam. So I believe
Is that all of us are going there?
I mean, are you all going there?
I mean, I am. I've finished, hopefully, installing the missile launcher onto the car.
I'm excited to be involved.
Has that
I
been
drive.
Yes, no, I assumed you'd done that in your sort of downtime bit.
Sweet. That's what I was trying to do.
I drive.
Mm-hmm.
I always drive.
So yeah, as you get over to there, You come to her flat as you did before. It's just in one of the blocks of flats in sort of one of the, not necessarily the run-down areas of town, but certainly not the most upmarket places.
People live like this.
You get to her door and it's been, and it definitely looks like a new door has been put in since the events when you last met.
Wonder why that would.
And but you try the door and it is locked.
Not for long.
What kind of door is it? Is it an electronic door with some sort of
There
interface
is an
port?
electronic pad on it.
Doc Grubbs is going to walk up to the door and look like poised to basically just punch the lock out with his power fist. But then sort of just pause just before and then sort of like do a very stereotypical thinking face and then like turn to Shade. You fix electric lock.
Shade's already standing there ready. I was just like looking at you like I could fix this. So can I try and unlock the door?
Yes, you may. Do you want to roll me? Probably like electronic security, or do you have any, or electronics, anything sort of applicable?
Can I try what I have more in, which is electronics? Because I do have points in electronic
Yes, no,
security.
that'd be fine. I mean, electronics would work here.
Sweet. Did that work?
God damn, yeah. 31.
Maybe.
Yeah, you managed to open it. About the same time, you managed to get into sort of like a home, sort of not like security, but like the home sort of environment features, and you're able to now sort of twiddle with the mood lighting and then put on some sort of soft jazz music in the background or whatever music
Legally,
you like.
you own the house.
Well, I walk in, put Beach Boys on, obviously, and then I guess just set the lighting to, I guess, a black light for fun.
Ooh.
Oh man.
yeah.
Ooh.
And just look at Mr. Smith
That
as
is
he
a
walks
risky
in.
play around me.
I look at Mr. Jackson Pollock Smith.
Yeah, I'd like it known that there are just significant stains all over my suit. Blood,
Jesus.
semen, urine, who knows?
But they're all showing up
But-
white.
God, I hope it's urine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now it's got interesting. You can everyone. What you guys are going to do now? Are you going to? Yeah. Well, first off, you open the door. You switch it to a black light. But it's still like the purplish sort of hue allows you enough light to operate under, and you can sort of look around and see things. It definitely seems uninhabited. It doesn't seem sort of really sort of dilapidated or like someone's trashed the place like last time you were here. In fact, can some people roll me? I mean, it depends on whatever you guys want. Either awareness or human perception, whatever you want. What you roll will determine what sort of information you get.
Doc Grubbs tanked on human perception. Okay.
I just tried to click the confirm box on the screen capture software.
You're good at this.
It did not work.
Did it not?
No.
Mad that.
There was a little bit where I was like, why is it so small?
Okay. So you look around, and Shade and Mr. Smith managed to tell you that it definitely doesn't look like she's left in any sort of hurry. It appears that she was expecting to come back. She's still got her toiletries. She still has like her like toothbrush and everything
There's
like
no
that.
like
She's still got
rapidly packed bag signs or anything like that.
no. She's still. I mean, there is like a little suitcase she has, but that's still like you find that just sort of tucked in the back of her wardrobe, not used. She still has all of her clothes there. with her.
Go inspect the fridge.
Yeah, so you open the fridge, and I mean it's not stocked. I mean, she's not fucking Heston Blumenthal, but I mean, it's got all the sort of necessaries that you'd have. She's got some milk. She's got some drinks. She's got
When was
How
the
old's the
what was-
milk?
Yeah, how old's the milk?
Doc Grubbs is not going to check the date on the milk. He's just going to pick up the bottle and start drinking it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till
That
you
is
say
that is
and
one
have
way
a
to
look
check
at
the milk.
How is it, Grubsy?
Eh.
It is not that bad.
Oh,
It is not.
Okay.
It is okay. It is still well within date.
liquid.
After you've chugged like half the carton, you look on the expiry date, and it expires like in a day. So again, yeah, you realise that
relatively recent.
she must have been here up until quite recently. But you are able to see that there's a few little bits which indicate that she might not have been here super recently. And by that I mean although there is milk, there's still toiletries and things like that. There's just a few things which don't quite add up. There's a little bit of mail that's accumulated by the front door. I mean, Shade with his godlike electronic score, I'm not even going to make him roll. He managed to get into a home computer, has managed to find her emails, and there's emails sort of like piling up. Doesn't look like she's checked in a few days.
Is there anything
Hey, dude.
interesting in her emails?
Um,
Obviously, as a side thing, I'm downloading all of her nudes for Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
God.
I mean,
I'm
she
his
is
PA
she's a fucking stripper.
somehow.
I mean, you could just
Just pay them.
you can
Yeah,
just pop
no,
into the Four Roses on a
they-
Tuesday.
They don't accept my money anymore for some reason. I have too many weird requests. You know how it is.
The black light as you walk into the back rooms.
I told you Chorizo was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Chorizo not
Yes.
meant for bedroom.
Yeah, well, we'll agree to disagree anyway.
Too much fat, it get too slippery.
That's what I'm into.
Oh god.
So as you're, you scroll through the emails, and I mean, this is the future, so it's not quite. It's like emails, texting. It's all sort of merged, and it's all sort of the same thing. So it's
It's all
a lot of it is
iMessage
quite.
now.
Yeah, it's like instant messenger. It's quite casual stuff. It's not just like all like official email-y sort of stuff. So most of it's sort of like trawling through like sort of group chats with some of the other girls at the Four Roses. It's chatting with a couple of other friends. Quick one. Fish Eye Larry, did you tell the rest of the guys about the thing with Club Lush?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you've informed them of what you. And with that information, Shade, you managed to pick out one sort of string of emails, where she's been speaking to a guy by the name of Cyril about a possible job opportunity at Club Lush, and asking her to come down to have a chat about things. You sort of get the idea that it might be sort of like a loose discussion, might be a little bit of an interview. He does make references to her work at the Four Roses, and that he thinks that she's too good for there, and that she could do much better.
Cheeky fucker.
Is it someone that we'd recognise from having spent an awful lot of time there? Like, would we have heard of him before?
No
Or is
Cyril
there-
comes to mind. There's no picture associated with the profile. So you're not sure what he looks like.
Smart.
I'm just going to send a message to some of her group chats that just says "said nudes."
I'm going to be stood behind him, nodding approvingly, and pretending I understand exactly what he just did.
It's obviously written in Leet speak, so nudes has 2 zeros in it. Obviously.
Yeah.
In what speak?
Leet speak.
I don't know what that is.
Andy is an old man.
I mean, most of them come back like, just like, what the fuck? The one for the girl, the group chat for the girls at the Four Roses starts like coming up with loads of like exclamation marks and like people asking, like, "Oh God, are you all right?" and all this sort of stuff because they and people are asking how she's been.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't think of
I
that.
mean, incidentally, her grandma in her family group chat seems very interested in what these nudes are.
I look at Mr. Smith and just like, do you want grandma nudes? Shall I explain?
Explain to the old lady.
On Mr. Smith's behalf, I seek nudes from the old woman.
Doc Grubs is going to walk up behind the pair of them and display a very heavy metal fist on each of their shoulders. And be like, this is not why we're here.
Tighter.
He's just going to give Mr. Smith a shot with his light fist.
And you're gonna lead him away from that.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Alright.
Can I forward all of her email contacts to me? So
Yep.
Shade will get all
Yep.
of the any replies coming,
Okay, yeah.
and then I guess I'll give up with the computer.
Alright, who want to go to Club Lush?
Yeah.
Right then.
First things first. Has everybody brought their guns?
Hang on, let me check. Is this mine? Yeah, probably. Yes.
Why?
I've always got my gun.
Excellent.
I have knives.
I mean, there are guns hidden in the car.
Yeah, I'm proud of
Second question.
543. He's learning.
Anybody bring any explosives?
I have
can go get
knives.
Come again?
Could go.
I have 3 grenades.
I have a gas grenade.
I
Doc
have
Grubs got 5
knives.
thermite grenades. Happy days.
I've got a smoke grenade.
I have 5 thermite grenades. Happy days. Let's go blow some shit up. Alright, we make our way to Club Lush. I'm assuming it's now sort of mid to late afternoon.
Yeah, no, by this time it's sort of like, getting mid to late afternoon. So you head directly over to Club Lush?
Yeah, wait. Is it still too early to arrive at a club kind of time, though?
It's about sort of 4, 5 in the
Oh,
afternoon.
whoa, guys.
Yeah, it's a bit.
We can't go to a
it's still
club
closed.
now. You kidding?
We're not here to make friends, we're here to find people. We don't want to search through all the fucking skanks and the drunk bitches.
Well, if somebody is being
I
kidnapped
think Mr.
and
Smith
hidden,
does.
they're not gonna. Well, yeah, that's another thing. But like, they're not gonna just have her out in the open. If we turn up and start sniffing around as well, they're gonna lock that shit down tight. So
You want the rest of you sniff in different way to me. With that, he's just gonna kind of like fist in hand. We keep punching things until someone answers questions. What could possibly
Okay.
go wrong? We have lots of explosives. It'll be fine.
I mean, look, you guys probably want to find this girl alive, right?
Maybe.
I'm less bothered, but you want her alive. You probably don't want to, be ticking everybody off that you're looking for her. It's better if we arrive later when it's club time,
But I
And then
stand
we
out
can-
so much in club. When was the last time you see 7'6" Russian doctor in club?
That Beatles club we went to.
Yeah, I didn't go in
get a
there,
lot
but I
of
saw you in
emails that
there.
are very similar to that, but not quite the same.
I was going to say,
For
I've been
context.
to some very particular clubs.
I've seen a 7 foot, whatever it is, Russian bear in a club.
Oh, the
I mean, for
best.
context, you
Well,
live in a
you
world where
decide-
biosculpting is a normal thing, and whilst it's not super common, you have seen people walk around who are just like cat people, or like animal people, or augmented to look like fairies or aliens. And
dude,
all
I went
sorts
to
of
a
weird
club,
shit.
whole thing shark themed. It was amazing. Discovered fetishes I didn't even know I had that night. I like teeth.
Alright, we go
Oh,
later.
cool.
Let's find a nearby bar and get drunk first.
See, now you're talking with some sense.
Maybe
5H43, let's get you wasted.
just sippy poo.
What?
One
Skip
sippy
rabbit
poo.
One sippy poo.
One sip.
Is this
Only
Russian?
minor-
How much are you actually
problem
drinking?
with one sippy poo is if you have one sippy poo, you got to have two.
No.
Alrighty. So is everyone drinking then before we go on this?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yes.
Alright,
What's that
can
to lose?
everyone roll me, everyone who is drinking at least, roll me resist torture and drugs.
Oh,
So that's
Oh, hey.
resisting alcohol, the effects of alcohol essentially.
that could have
Okay.
been much worse.
Yeah, I actually have
Okay.
points in that.
I don't.
Ooh.
Or
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah. Doc Grubbs is gonna psych him all and not actually drink anything. He's gonna buy all the drinks and just not actually, be like, oh, it's whiskey, it's apple.
Can we roll to
I mean-
notice that he
Tonic.
doesn't drink?
No, I'll be drinking something. It's bloody booze.
If anyone, Mr. Smith, do you want to roll awareness to see if you catch him out being a huge bitch?
Yeah, go on. Where
Roll
is
awareness as well.
There it is.
1 second.
And Doc Grubbs, roll some stealth. See if you manage to get away with it. Oh, Larry, no.
Fisher notices that he isn't drinking, so drinks.
It's like, wait, he's holding a drink. I'm holding a drink.
Ooh, I guess I don't notice.
Oh, okay. So, Doc Grubbs, you almost get away with it. But Trip manages to notice that whilst you're at the bar, he sees the barman just pour some tonic water into your glass. Whether Trip chooses to share this with everyone, that's up to him.
Trip is going to put his drink down, not drink, and also not share with the group that this is
Okay.
happening.
Fair enough. So yeah, everyone who was drinking has passed it. They're absolutely fine. They weren't drinking loads. So yeah, you managed to see out the rest of the afternoon without getting too hammered to the extent that it would impair any of your faculties.
Hey.
Cool. So you whiled away your afternoon in a nearby pub. It is now sort of coming into sort of like 9-10 in the evening, and it is getting into a bit more of a sort of like very much like a nighttime sort of vibe around you.
Is it now socially acceptable to enter a club?
Yeah.
Out of
Is it
curiosity,
still a bit early?
can I make my light tattoo strobe?
Yeah. No,
So
you
that I
have control
fit
of
in.
that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
I've
that.
never respected you more than this moment.
Doc Grubbs
cool.
is gonna sort of scratch his bearded chin and sort of muse over how to fit in, and then he's
Yeah.
gonna disappear down the street.
Looking at
Gonna disappear down the street
Yeah.
in Bristol for like 10 minutes, and then come back and disappear in the bathroom. And he's gonna come back out, and his hair is gonna be like bright blue and in a massive mohawk.
You could have
he's
just
got
taken
like-
your
he's got
shirt
like-
off.
He's got like shoulder length grey like long hair, so he's gonna add like hair color spray it and like massive mohawk.
Okay, I'm into that. That's cool. I was gonna think like it was gonna look like there's all these youngish people and Mr. Smith,
Hey.
who's just like a fucking suit, and then Doc Grubbs, which, except for the mohawk, just looks like that one creepy guy in the club wearing a tracksuit
He's got a lab coat on top.
and the lab coat on top, which makes it so much cooler.
So much worse.
I mean, so yeah, by the time Doc Grubbs has spent that time sort of preening himself, everyone else it is sort of advancing into evening, and it's getting like, yeah, it's sort of getting towards 11 o'clock. You
I
guys
think
have
he's
been
gonna
sort
go
of-
for a nice pair of like red like Ozzy Osbourne style round glasses as well.
I was really hoping you were going to say skinny jeans.
Oh my god, great.
They're just normal jeans when he's that big.
Yeah.
He's a pretty thick boy.
Yeah, they're the biggest jeans that they make.
They still grip him all the way down the whole entire leg.
Okay. So I mean, so Doc Grubbs is looking like some kind of like punk rock Jersey Shore reject now.
I'll just take off my jacket so I look like a guy who's finished work.
Yeah.
That's why I look like a normal human being, Mr. Grubb.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What about my appearance is not normal?
Literally everything.
Shane just takes a
That's
picture
why
and
we
turns it around and just goes, "That's why."
Rob is just going to scratch his balls and look confused.
Cool. So, yeah, so you guys exit the pub. It's just sort of down the street from Club Lush, and compared to when you first went in, the street around you is now bustling. There's just people all around you, out for a good time, and I mean, slightly more upbeat than this place. But yeah, so you come out and you're looking down the road and you see Club Lush, and it is now, you can see, absolutely rammed. There's like people just spilling out of it onto one side into like what looks like some kind of like smoking area outside, and there is a big line coming out the front with bouncers at the front, checking people as they come in.
Okay, can I, with all the confidence that a man of my stature should not, can I stroll on up to the front of the line and attempt to, in combination, sweet talk, smooth talk, whatever you want to call it, and bribe my way into the club?
How are you? What's your angle on this?
I suppose the angle I want to play is more like the, how you doing, fellas? It's good to see you again. Good to how you been, Jim, or something like that. If they're wearing a name tag, I'm going for that angle. Good to see it. Is it all right if I head on in and hold it and go for a handshake? Like shake their hands and pass them credits as I'm doing it. Kind of
okay.
thing.
Roll me some fast talk.
Yeah. Can I pump in a couple points of luck into this?
Yes.
How many points of luck do I have? Hang on. Where's luck? Goodness. Oh god, I have 7. Right. Okay. I'm gonna put like 3 points of luck in.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
More successful than I thought it'd be.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's one guy. And
I'll slip them 100 credits each.
Okay. Yeah. That definitely helped. That sort of. Yeah, so both of them initially seem a bit confused, because you're talking very sort of confidently, like they're like, "Oh shit, should we know this guy?" But yeah, when you pass them the money, they're like, "Okay, yep, sure," and then they just sort of make a little gap in the velvet rope for you.
Okay, and I'll wave in 5H4D3 to come with me, but I'll leave the other guys to figure out. I feel like I can't get 7 dudes into a club. I'll be honest with you.
There's only 4 of us other than you.
I can't count. Does it seem like I could get the 4 of them in?
Well, yeah. So Shay, I mean, you
I
like
like
you said,
reading the
you're-
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a guy who just like in like a suit shirt, like you're like looking like you just come out of work and you've got a bit of money
Yeah.
to sort of throw around. Shade looks like a lot more typical of a lot of the club goers, like a bit sort of very sort of bright and colourful and youthful. The rest of the guys slightly less so.
That was honestly the reason why I chose Shade as well. I must admit.
So
I was
there's
thinking, Shade, I
Trip,
could get
which
in.
is essentially just looks like a janitor. Overalls.
I'm gonna like try and go around the corner, take off the overalls, but still keep my jacket on, but like be shirtless underneath the jacket.
Why don't you just try and come in the janitor entrance at the back?
Yeah, see the fucking back door.
Meh. It's a good
Use a
idea.
grenade, fuck it.
We'll do that instead.
Do we still have for the benefit of those watching and or listening, we've got earpieces, yes? We can still communicate without being in front of
Yeah,
them.
you still have your earpieces.
Alright, yes, we're gonna... Hey, Smithy, find back door for us, or not like Ponces, yes?
Yeah, we'll do.
As we're going in, can I see how... I'm imagining they do like a guest list sort of thing.
Yeah.
Are they just like somehow connected to the club, like tablets or something?
Yeah, so the bouncers out front, they do have a list. They've got what looks like, it's like a little tablet sort of thing. It's roll electronics.
I've lost that electronic. There it is.
If I'm right. Okay. Yeah, you see them. They're of a fairly sort of typical make and model. They have like a little bit of computing power, but generally they are just like a sort of wireless display thing, and it's attached to some sort of hub. Which
Once
does all the computing.
once
so you
we're
have some
inside,
sort of inkling that somewhere else.
can I try and find somewhere to interface with the club and update the guest list?
Okay. So as you come in, you come in to this place.
Oh yeah, so shiny.
It's very sure.
I mean, this freaks me out a lot.
Why is that?
I just doesn't fit.
Yeah, so you guys come on inside. It is like heaving with people. There's music that is almost deafening, almost painful to your ears. It's so loud. But everyone else just seems to be sort of tuning it out. You manage to push your way through the crowd and come out into like one of the main sort of dance floor areas, and there's this sort of like floating bar sort of area over here. Yeah, Shay, do you want to roll me some awareness then, if you're looking for some sort of like port or
Man, this is a
places to
stick-looking
interface?
I want to go here.
Okay.
Can
Not
I
too bad.
roll awareness for looking for a back door? Kind of.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Also, what song is this playing?
Wow.
We are
Okay,
super
yeah.
aware for people who are just in the pub drinking.
I know, right? Get us. We're at the sweet spot of alcohol.
I mean, this is why it's quite good that you guys passed those rolls.
Yeah.
So everyone's favourite bit, me drawing things.
Yay.
Oh, this is actually what I look forward to. Because Sam just prepares all these weird maps, but Ed gives us
creative
creative.
bullshit.
Sorry, I was getting a beer. Did we start a fight?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Doug Combs would like to lose his cool and draw down.
No. I have a
So
plan.
here's the main. This is the main entrance here. This is.
I'll be honest. On the subject of maps, while it's busy doodling, whilst making the maps is fun, I'm kind of jealous that he just gets to doodle. Like, it's one of those things where I'd love to, but I don't feel like because the Cyberpunk is so vibrant and full of stuff, and like it's all happening. But when you're in a fantasy world where you're like, oh, it's the countryside, like it's not quite as engaging. So if you don't have like cool maps,
Yeah, mine this needs to be a bit more fluid by the nature of it.
Yeah, I mean, Sam, you also started off with maps, so you can't just take them away from us now.
Yeah.
which is also
So yeah, essentially, I can't do circle super well.
Oh, it just occurred to me that people may or may not no idea what we're talking about. We alternately play Dungeons and Dragons and Cyberpunk week on week.
You what? Since when? I'm not invited.
What? I don't do that.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
this is awkward now.
Brilliant.
You fucking nerds.
You're not allowed to say it when you're currently refereeing. If your DM calls you a nerd, it's like...
Fucking nerd. Yeah, so in broad strokes, this is what you're looking at.
I'm debating whether to go and get another beer or not.
Do it.
Always.
We're in a
Getting
club
character.
now.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna go and get another beer. Actually,
Okay, so
I might just have whiskey.
where is the bar then? And how is Doc Grubbs in here?
It's that bit to the right.
Oh, wait, are we not in?
No, not
Nope.
yet.
I thought that happened.
No, we're working
Very
on
exciting.
it. We're working on it.
Sorry, I was getting beer.
It's fine. I have what I think is a good plan to get you in. That
Does it
entertains
involve
me.
explosives?
Yeah.
No, it
That's
never
right.
it never involves explosives with shade.
There you go. So yeah, that's over to the left there. That was the main entrance you came into. That was some stairs that was leading down. Looked like presumably to a different sort of level. Then as you come in through these big sort of double doors here, you come out into the main dance floor area, and yeah, here we go. There's like loads of people around. There's a couple tables dotted around that people are hanging out at. There's what looks like a little roped off VIP area over towards the sort of south side here, sort of on a raised platform.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got its own sort of portion of the bar that it has access to. There's some little steps up there, and some people hanging out there. This door to the back right,
Yeah.
sort of over, top right over here. You see a couple of Mrs. Smith, you were looking out for a back way in. You see some of the staff, like some of the waiters, some of the barmen and some of the security staff coming and going through that bit.
Okay. I'm going to keep an eye
So
on
you
that. as
surmise
our,
that is some
our
kind of
backup.
service area. There is a bouncer stationed
Yep.
in the front of that.
Out of curiosity, what do the waiters and bar staff wear, and how similar is it to what I'm wearing?
I think you're gonna be like, how similar is it to what Doc Grubbs is wearing?
And what is it you
Not even close.
wear? Because I know you wear a suit, but what is it?
At the moment, it's a white shirt, black trousers, belt, no jacket. I've got that kind of tucked under my arm.
Pained expression on your face.
Pained expression on my face, no tie, top button undone kind of thing. Definitely going for the just left work kind of vibe.
I feel like, as Mr. Smith would call it, the hobo look.
Yes, exactly. I look like a delinquent. I
Yeah,
sicken
actually
myself.
not too dissimilar. Most of the barmen tend to have a fairly similar look. They generally have dark trousers, white shirts, some of them maybe having like a little sort of apron thing.
Okay.
All the security staff generally are in all black, like black suits, black shirts, and the guys who've been on the front door tend to have like overcoats as well, keep them warm.
Okay, so I wanna kind of nod to 5H43 and say, have you got a way for them to get in?
I think so.
So yeah.
Okay.
So Shade, with your awareness roll, looking at various areas, there is, you look behind the bar, you can definitely see some of the tills, and they appear to double as like computer terminals. So those would be one area where you'd be able to get access to something. You also see, you've definitely seen some of the other security staff walking around with similar sort of tablets on their person.
I'm going to turn to Miss Smith and say, what I need you to do is plug this into one of the tills behind the bar, seeing as you look like you work here.
Okay, got it.
You don't got this.
And just hand him an interface cable and just be like, there'll be a bit that looks like this should fit there. Just make it fit there.
Okay.
Fucking brutal.
Which end?
I'm only handing you one end.
Okay, good.
It's
All
that
right.
end.
Oh, so you've got the other end.
He's got-
Yeah.
That's probably the
Oh, okay,
safest way of doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So,
What are you
given
doing?
that the main difference between how I'm dressed and how they are seems to be this apron that some of them have. What color is it? Like a white apron?
Oh, it's just like a black. It's those like those like black sort of aprons that sort of almost go to like knee length.
I gotcha.
That's some sort of weight staff where it's
Okay.
black. So
Is it something where I could tie my jacket round my waist enough to just passably look like it's
Potentially.
Just the lower waist apron kind of jig. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could. Ooh, this might be a good opportunity to find.
Yeah, is there like a disguise skill?
There is.
Wardrobe and style.
I was kind of
There is
hoping
wardrobe
and
and style.
would come into it.
There is also.
That's what I'm good at.
I really wanted Doc Grubstaff to roll wardrobe and style to see how he looked after he got changed.
-10.
Let me just double check. There is. I just want to see if there was disguise. I'm fairly sure there was. Yes, there is a disguise skill under technical, but I don't think that really is what we're going for here. I think
I'm going for just
if you go for the wardrobe and
passing
style.
glance. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fingers crossed. I have 4 points of luck left, and I'm using. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
You tie the arm around your waist, but whilst you do that, you don't just leave it super long. You do tuck it up and manage to sort of keep it up, so it is of a similar sort of width as their aprons. And I mean, from the front, it looks like almost bang on, especially with the lighting in here.
Excellent. I internally cringe at what I'm doing to my jacket, but okay.
Making him out to buy a new one later.
This jacket, like this whole suit, is getting burnt. Like, let's be honest. Okay, what I want to do is look like I'm just coming in from like serving drinks or something like that, and just kind of have some credits in my hand that I'm going over to the till to put into the till, kind of deal.
Okay.
And just kind of confidently stroll over there and go plug in the cable and look as if I'm like chucking the. Do they have a tip jar or anything?
Not a jar as such.
I don't know if that's not cyber enough. So.
It's a cyber jar.
That's honestly my thought.
It's just a jar.
It's hard to tell from your point in front of it.
With cyber scroll across it in yellow pen.
Oh god,
It's just a jar made out of lasers.
I'm into it. So do you say it's difficult to tell from my side?
Yeah, it's difficult to tell from your side
Okay,
from being on
okay,
this
that's
side
fine.
of the bar.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and just with all the confidence that again I should not have to just stroll over there, plug in the cable into the till. You know, not in an obvious way, in a way that it looks like I'm just going to put money in the till kind of thing.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing it, I'm going to be chatting with Shade as if I'm taking his drink order.
Okay.
So like how many? 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm with you.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
I don't envy you for trying to work out these skill things because it just
These
there's a
skill
good
things are
reason
horrible.
they have so many fucking skills.
Um,
I was honestly
I'm gonna
thinking
say-
like
Because
Seduction.
there's no. It's not quite seduction.
please be seduction.
I'm sort of thinking because it's. Oh,
Yeah.
not seducing. It's more like you're just trying to be like imitate like a good social sort
Acts
of
like
a
you
normal
are.
social interaction. There's no sort of deception skill as such. I suppose social.
Yeah.
might
Okay.
be
I
what
can
I'm
work
thinking.
with that.
Yeah,
Oh, fingers crossed. I have no luck points left.
that's fine.
Oh, that's
Okay. Yeah,
That
I'm
could
gonna
be
say.
better.
Let's have a look.
I'm gonna end up working a shift here. You realise? If I...
No, especially you really look the part, especially now. That's really helped. And
fuck.
there's 3 other barmen behind there with you. Most of them are too busy. Like the bar is absolutely flooded with people, and they are just too busy trying to like field orders to pay too much attention to you. If you were to linger there, you get the impression that you might sort of start attracting attention.
Yeah, this is definitely not
but
a linger kind of thing.
as such, not really so far. So, can you, Mr. Smith, roll me just a tech roll
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit!
to find where this port is?
I literally have
I'll
tech
plug the
hidden,
thing in.
so any tech or
It's just the tech skill. I mean, you can just like how you would.
I'm actually trying to find it because I don't. Oh,
Should be
sorry,
at
do
the
you mean
top
at
of
the
your-
top? Oh god,
Literally
right.
just the top, because I know you have no
Sorry,
skills in
yeah.
any of them.
Oh no. Okay. Does that do it?
Okay, yeah, you're there.
I mean, a
and
6
you're-
out of 10.
A 6 out of 10 feels like it should be, for plugging in a cable, maybe.
Do you not have any? I thought you had some text. Do you not have? You
I have a 3
literally
in
a 0
tech.
in tech.
I have
You got
3
3,
in
so that's a
tech,
3 and
yeah.
3. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, you're like. I mean, it's dark. You're flustered. You've got this cable. You don't know what it's for, where it goes.
Flashback
you're
to a presentation
getting
I
a bit
gave
flustered,
in 2006.
Yeah. So yeah, you just sort of look up at Shade and just sort of go.
Can I mouth help me?
Can I try and point it out to him from this side of the bar?
Yeah. Can you roll awareness just so if you can see where it is from your side of the
Yep.
bar?
I can do that.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you should be ashamed if you managed to not find a port, a plug
That would be
for a
great.
till. It was more just to see if you could see it from your point in the bar, but yeah, you manage it. So you point that out to Mr. Smith, who manages to just sort of plug that in nice and nonchalantly as he continues to chat away to you about what sort
The
of,
drink special.
if you want any other drinks you want, or
Yeah,
any
he's already
other
trying to
liquors.
upsell me. He doesn't even work there. It's just like,
Pure reflex, man.
do you want this Grey Goose vodka? Go on. Go on, you know you want it.
Treat yourself. You've been good.
Jaeger bombs are 2 for £6, mate.
Oh, I'd fucking love that.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
say,
I
yeah.
drink in London, mate.
Not bad.
If I can get
This is
2
the
drinks for
Cyber
less than a
future.
tenner.
No, they got to keep competitive. Yeah, so you managed to plug that in.
So once I've done that, I'll just kind of, again, as nonchalantly as possible, pick up a drink and like look as if I'm going to go off and serve somebody kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Trying to find a nonchalant way to leave the bar as quickly as possible and
You
vanish back
mutter,
into the crowd.
I'm going to go on break as you leave. That's how you leave it nonchalantly.
That is, yeah.
All right.
Go out the back door.
Well, we'll get to that in a sec. Shade, do you want to roll me interface?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this is just like a bar till, and you've already been plugged into it. It already has the login from Farman who was using it.
Password is password, you know.
Password is password. It's Lush1. So yeah, you get fairly easy access. As you like have a quick scroll through, it's mostly like rotas, like inventory and
Yeah, all I'm really
that
looking
sort
for
of
is the
stuff.
guest list.
Yeah, no, you managed to click through and find that.
Cool.
What
So
are you trying to do?
I want to update two things because I'm imagining they have like a list of DJs who are on and a guest list. So I want to add
They do.
giant Russian DJ to the guest list and the set list.
Is that the name of the DJ?
Yes.
Giant Russian DJ Giant Russian.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna add it like with a DJ Giant Russian and Entourage, which should get everyone in, and just add him to the set list next.
Okay.
So, Doc Grubs is his DJ and everybody else is his crew. That is horrifying and also a fantastic cover. Hats off, mate. That's really good, actually.
That's good.
So I'm just gonna push that out to like all the security tablets that I can
Okay.
find on the network,
Yeah, that has been done.
and then I'm just gonna in my like little earpiece just be like, "You should be able to get in the front door now," but not tell them why.
Okay.
Guess we try and go in.
Alright, we go back the front door and just kind of walk up to the bouncers and like stare at them until they let us in. Doc Grubb's literally going to walk up to them, like unfold his excessively large arms and just stare at them.
Do you speak? Do you speak at all?
You going to let me in yet?
The guy just sort of like, all right, the bouncer outside sort of like looks at you a bit puzzled, looks up, looks down, and sort of like flicks through his pad, and as you can see him about to say ask for your name, but then he sort of scrolls down to like in bold at the top it has like VIPs, and one of those is performers, and
DJ Giant Russian.
yeah, just says DJ Big Russian, and he kind of looks up at you, and looks down and looks back up at you and goes, DJ Big Russian?
You gotcha.
Yeah, come right on in, mate. Yeah, you're on next. You got to get back in there.
No problem.
He sort of ushers you and the rest of the guys through.
That's maybe
Alright,
genuinely my favourite thing I've ever done in a role-playing game.
That's right there.
Doc Grubbs.
I mean, I was trying to find fault with that. That was pretty good.
As soon as he gets in, Doc Grubbs is gonna beeline for fucking Shade and swiftly inform him that he needs to give him a chip for DJing real fucking quick, or he's gonna crush his balls.
Shade just gives him a Beach Boys playlist.
Is this remixed in any way, or is it literally just the Beach Boys soundtrack? Like, just not the Beach Boys soundtrack, like the Beach Boys' greatest hits.
Oh, maybe like a techno-y remix of it.
Yeah, you've been working on in your basement.
Yeah. Ever since the Beatles Club.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no, I'm into that. Yeah, so you hand over, like a little chip that has your like Beach Jams 2020 on it.
It just says Cyber Beach on it.
All right,
yeah, and then there you go.
and background music ready for Dark Vengeance. Let me know when he's on stage.
Okay.
I mean, I'd genuinely be impressed if you find something.
All right, yeah, no, fair play.
I mean, so yeah, you're sitting there for a few minutes, and you look over to the DJ booth, which is it's about over here, and you see there seems to be like a little bit of a rustle, sort of like a kerfuffle going on there, because it looks like the DJ seems to be getting kicked out by the security, and he seems to be protesting. And I mean, Shade, you were able to make out him going like, "Wait, the fuck? I'm still on for like, still got
another hour.
Bill Grubbs is just going to stride up to the decks and shove him away.
What a fucking shit song!
Bill Grubbs is he's got his blue oil hawk and he's pounding his fist in the air.
I mean, yeah. All you have to. I mean, this is modern DJing, so all he has to do is you just jam the chip in and hit play, and you just start like
jump around,
going for it. Ooh. Doc Grubbs, do you have anything in performance?
I mean, I have all the enthusiasm I could ever need.
Could you roll me just a straight cool roll then?
I think, yeah.
I would rather not.
I mean, I defy you to call this music not a great performance.
I mean, most people are so drunk and drugged up that they're not really knowing what's happening.
Got beat, they're happy.
But some people are looking around a bit and confused, but enough people are dancing to it that it kind of just goes with it. And I mean, yeah, people are seeming to like it.
Why are we in this club again? I've really lost sight of it.
So you've got DJ Big Russian pounding the decks. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm just going to be dancing.
Can I ask 5H4D3 to look up anything he can about Blue Hair Girl?
Yeah, Shadel, I guess, still hooked into the system. Just see if she's on.
For now, no one's noticed the cable coming out.
Yeah, see if she's on like any employee records, or if there's any mention of a Cyril.
Yeah, Cyril as well. So.
I'm just loving this song. Yeah, so you look through some of the employee records and some of the rotas, and you don't find any mention of a Bridget. It's quite an old-fashioned name for this sort of day and age, and so unfortunately you don't find any references to a Bridget. But you do see a reference to a Cyril Bars, and it just says,
I get it.
It just says like general manager or like deputy general manager on there.
Is he on the rota for this night that we're there?
He is.
Handy. Could also get his address just in case.
Ooh, yeah.
It does not have that on there, unfortunately.
Damn.
This system's bullshit.
What about a phone number?
I can
It
already
does.
contact him because I've got Bridget's phone contacts and stuff.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, fair. You know how to do one of those tracking phones, yes?
I guess. I mean, is there an obvious sort of manager's office in the club?
not that you can see. The main, so there's the main sort of hall here. There's, like I said, in the front entrance, there's those stairs going down, but that looks like to just another level of the club. But there's this back door that that, like I said, that's only employees seem to be going through.
Can I try and somehow unhook myself from the till and just suggest to Mr. Smith that maybe he might want to check out the employee bit?
Yeah. Okay.
No, you managed to unhook it without too much issue. No one seems to notice.
I was very tempted to just be like, yeah, Shade like tries to do like some weird whippy thing with the key and then, or just unplugs it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you just have to lean over the bar. I mean, yeah, like I say, there's three guys behind there, but they're like they've got their hands full with other stuff. They're not really paying attention too much.
How,
I mean, really, it sounds like I could have just plugged it in myself.
I mean, you could have, but that
probably a
might.
good
I mean,
chance.
someone reaching over the bar might have been a bit suspect.
Yeah, that will
You
set
just
off
sort of
all
yanking on
lights.
the cable, not too much.
Out of curiosity, how frequently are people like going through that door?
I mean, semi-regularly. There's, certainly every few minutes there's someone coming or going. There's either some security going in and out, or
Yeah.
there's some of the barmen like heading round back, either coming back with new stock, or heading out with like trays of drinks.
Okay. I will try and nonchalantly as well, I guess go through the back door. Does it look like the people who are going through are like going on break, maybe?
You have seen one or two. You've been sat here for a little while now.
Yeah.
Also, you've been sort of like scoping out the place, and you have seen one or two go what looks to be going out for break, and with some of the other barmen sort of cycling back in.
Okay. Can I want to try and, as nonchalantly as possible, obviously, as I keep saying, try and look like I'm just leaving with, like, a pack of fags. So it's like, I'm going off to go have a smoke kind of deal.
Okay.
Are cigarettes still a thing in Cyberpunk?
Yeah, they're just.
Oh, absolutely.
There's only one brand. It's Cyber. Black box, yellow text.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So you.
Yeah.
The guy at security, he's keeping an eye out for things, and as you're walking up to him, he sort of like puts his hand out, and he just goes, "Hey, all right there, mate. Hang on there. Who are you?"
Peter, I started 2-3 nights ago, I think. Sorry, I don't
Can
think
I
we've met.
can I
Yeah,
feed
no.
him the name of someone
Peter.
on the rotor?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's much better. Is it too
You
late for
can.
that? Or-
Yeah, if you see him go over there.
What's the name? Is Peter? Does Peter happen to
There
be
is
on
a
the rotor?
Peter.
What?
I'll make, yeah, for the sake of expediency, I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah.
there is a Peter.
Okay. So I'll go with you. I'm Peter. I don't think we've met. Have we met?
And he just sort of, can you roll me persuasion, fast talk?
Yep.
You get a +2 for
Oh,
having the information.
okay, add 2 onto that.
Oh yeah, 21. Yeah.
The guy's so
The guy
persuaded
goes,
that he dies.
yeah, sure, mate. Yeah, of course, no worries. Yeah, head on through.
Right, cheers. I'll
And
go on
he sends you
through to wherever it is I'm going.
Yeah, so you see, as you come out around back here, there is.
I'm very concerned about Mr. Smith going into danger in every way, shape, and form. Last time I went into danger, I got a lot of fetishes.
But you didn't have to fight, so it's fine.
Oh, I had to fight. Boy, did I lose.
Or win, you know.
Oh wait, it's hard to tell at this point, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A man could stab me in the chest, and I'd probably come.
Oh, house.
So yeah, basically, there's this little outback area. There's that door just to your left, immediate left as you come out. That just has like an exit sign over the top of it. And then there is, as you come down, there is a door at the end here, which has, I mean, there's a couple doors down here which look like they just go into like bathrooms and things like that.
Yep.
And like an employee, like some kind of lounge or something like that. But yeah, there's a door at the end up there. Has a sign for some stairs.
Interesting. Stairs up or down?
Stairs up.
Okay.
It has like those little like door door windows that you can see through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I guess is there anybody else in the corridor? Yeah.
Not currently, no.
Okay, so I want to try and keep an ear out for the sound of any of the doors opening, so I can quick run into the bathroom, kind of deal. But I want to kind of go and have a look up these stairs at the end, because if everything else kind of looks like it's probably bathrooms kind of jig, that's the one that sticks out.
Yeah, no, these other doors along the corridor are quite like utilitarian. They're like quite plain.
Yeah.
They're just sort of like not like nice toilet doors. They're just like in plain doors. They could be a cupboard for all you know. But yeah, this door at the end looks like an actual, like a nice-ish door. Like it appears to be heading somewhere. So as you have a little look through that little door window, you notice, there is some. I can't be bothered to write for all the stairs going up. But essentially, there's like a little stairwell here. In this little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's can I see at the top of it, or does it go around the corner?
Yeah, it just goes up, and then at the top. Are you heading up the stairs at all?
I'll start poking my way up. Yeah, I won't move.
Okay.
Just so it doesn't get in the way, but yeah.
There's a little doorway up there, and then it comes. There's a door. It looks like it's heading into some what looks like some sort of nice-ish door. And it just says office on the door.
Okay. What I'm thinking is, because I'm very ill prepared for actually proper snooping. Very ill prepared. Hang on, is there like a window in this nice door?
Unfortunately, this one, no.
Okay, are there any other doors, or is it just the office?
Just this office door.
Okay, alright, I got an idea. I wanna knock on the office door. Yep.
Okay. You knock on the door, and you hear a voice that just sort of calls back, "Come in."
I'll open up the door, and I'll stride into the office.
As you come on in,
Yep.
there is. Let me find a character sheet for him. There is a fancy-looking chap sat behind a nice sort of plush desk against the far wall. It's quite nicely sort of appointed. This little office bit. And it looks like quite a nice little bit. There's a setup of a desk with some monitors on it, just sort of overlooking the bar, and overlooking the bar, and just sort of having like readouts of numbers that have been coming in for the day. And So I'm just looking to try and find. There we go.
Yep.
Ooh, bollocks. Not done. I'll show you him in a sec. But yeah, there's a guy sat there. He looks like he's just sort of tapping away on a cyber deck on the desk, and he goes, "Yeah, can I help you there?"
Hi. Sorry to bother. It's the DJ that we've got out at the moment. Has all this been run by you? I just want to make sure we're not doing anything improperly. I wasn't aware that we were having a DJ change tonight. I just wanted to check.
Wait, what's this about? Wait, what are you talking about? What happened to Kirksey?
Well, I don't know. So somebody else. I mean, everybody's still dancing and having fun. It's just we had a DJ change, which was unexpected.
He looks up from the cyber deck in front of him and looks over to some of the monitors in the corner against one of the walls, and he and he just looks at you and he's like, "What the fuck is this?"
While he's distracted, I can't believe I'm doing it. Oh my god! Can I try and hit him with one of my paralysis poison dart? From the eyeball.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I needed something to get him distracted and looking at something else.
Yeah, no, he's peering over the monitor right now.
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't attack. I think I've rolled one shot this whole game, so I have no idea what I need to do.
I'd be that's super. I'm super fine with that.
Okay.
Oh shit! What does that even roll?
I have no idea.
Something that missing. Something
This
needs to do that.
is
Like,
gonna end
like-
badly.
This is going to end badly.
I mean, because there's not a
You
fucking
ready for a fight, guys?
eyeball shooting skill.
It's not-
Oh Jesus!
I mean, there's a skill for everything else.
Oh,
No,
yeah, here
but
it is.
yeah,
Eyeball tactics. No,
I mean, archery.
Why don't you?
No. I will say, you have some skills into handgun, don't you?
yes, I do. Oh, okay.
I say you can use that because I mean you're shooting out of your eye. I mean you're quite adept at looking at things.
I have
mean-
been told I have a weird lingering gaze.
Eye gun and handgun. They're both body parts.
It's
Yeah.
both body part gun.
Just
okay.
rename handgun to eye gun and we're all good.
Oof, I feel like I should have saved some luck points for that one. It's 12.
What do we get? Okay. Yeah, no, that's
Remember,
absolutely
he
fine.
is super distracted.
He is distracted, and you are quite close to him. You are within the office, and it's only not too far away at all. He's not wearing armor or anything like that. So, I mean, yeah, you actually as he's bending over the monitor, just sort of peering at it, he's just sort of adjusting the volume so he can actually hear what's going on, and then he's just going, "What the fuck?" And then as he does that, a dart just sort of whooshes out of your fucking eyeball, just sort of,
Obviously.
It's not a thing you prepare for, really, is it?
and just like catches him in the neck, and he just like slaps his hand to his neck and just. Let me see. I'm just gonna roll this out in the open for everyone to see.
Yep.
Oh,
He fumbled it.
oh, he fumbled.
Oh my god,
bad.
yes.
Okay, he just goes, "What the fuck?" And then just like manages to pull the dart out, but by the time he does that, he's already keeling over, and he is
Like,
fucking
crushes the
out.
dart and pours more of it into him as he pulls it out. Oh god.
Okay, yeah. So you're up in the office, and there is, there's a very much passed out man up there with you.
Okay. Right. Now, what I want to do... I'm trying to... Okay, I basically want to report what I've just done to everybody in the group and ask for input. Because I'm trying to think of a way to get
Yeah.
Shade into this room past that bouncer. I can't for the life of me work it out.
I'm on the verge of just shooting the bouncer.
Okay.
Is
What
there
about
a fire alarm?
Wait,
that
are we
you can
still
pull?
outside? Are we? is
No,
it
we're all in the
No,
club.
No, you guys are down at the bar.
Doc Grubbs is still DJing.
Yeah, so we
Doc Grubbs
can't
is
get
still
up to
fucking
where he
like
is.
you're like. I mean, Doc Grubbs is yeah,
He's
just hitting
feeling
decks. Trip apparently is still throwing some sick shapes.
Cool. I'm now gonna try and get up to where he is like right now, and like just claim that there's a mess in the bathroom and I've got to get some stuff to clean it up. If the
Or-
bouncer asks.
If Grubbs comes off the stage and just says, "The manager wants to see us," and then you three can go up. I think.
I mean, I could poke out and be like, the manager wants to see the DJ, and
And his
I could get
entourage.
Grubbs in. I could get all of us in hypothetically as his entourage.
So yeah, so what is happening then?
I don't know.
I like Smith's idea. That sounds
Okay.
Sounds good.
So
It's a good idea.
what'll happen
So Smith,
is
you're
I will
poking your head out. So you're
Yeah,
coming
so
back down to.
I'll
the
literally come
security
back
guy.
down, kind of poke my head out, and say, "Hey, Cyril wants to see the DJ and his entourage. Apparently they're friends or something. I don't know. Do you
Doc
want to?
Grubbs is gonna schedule a couple of songs. Yet more Beach Boys, obviously. And then,
He has a disc with nothing else on it.
So what I will do is I will, like, assuming if presumably the bouncer is like, yeah, okay, or whatever. I don't know how he reacts.
I mean, nothing. I mean, he has no reason to doubt it, and I mean, yeah, he knows Cyril. He knows that guy's the DJ. He just come out the DJ booth, so that lends a lot of credence to it. So he's gonna kind of go, yeah, of course. So he just sort of like clicks his fingers, gestures at some of the other guys on the DJ booth to bring DJ Big Russian over.
And try and get his posse as well. Yeah.
this is a fact.
Yeah, so you guys all
That's a good tune, actually.
head on over,
Doc Grubbs dropping those beats.
file in.
Okay, so if I can get them all in,
As you
I'll
walk
take
through the back entrance,
Yeah.
the security guard goes to walk with you.
Oh right, does he? What,
We
if I
missed,
sort of
we
come-
missed a few tokens. Where's everyone else?
Yeah.
That's. I mean, it's not soon.
So
It will be soon. Hey, look, Giant Larry.
I miss Giant Larry.
Giant Larry. So wait, I like. So it looks like the bouncer's gonna.
I can't
Come
select that.
with us.
I mean, he go- I
Can,
just
can
put
I
it
like
on.
say to the bouncer like, I'll take him up.
yeah. I mean, he just sort of goes, yeah, sure, why not, mate?
And I'll,
Why is
I'll-
Larry so big?
Giant Larry, mate.
Why is Larry always...
Why would you ever have him so small?
Ha!
Okay.
No.
Yeah, if I take the whole group, I suppose, to the now paralyzed Cyril.
I mean, yeah, this has been probably a matter of like 2 minutes, so yeah, he
Yeah.
is very much still.
Okay, can I take my tie out of my pocket and put a blindfold on him before everybody else comes in, so he doesn't know anybody else looks? I know it's a little late.
Yeah.
Cool.
Damn.
Why are you making smudges?
Trying to make Big Larry.
It won't work, you spanner. Stop it.
I'm not really.
So I'm gonna kind of like nod at 5H43 and say like, yo, do your thing, do the tippity types. And Grubbs, have you got anything to make this like slightly less just paralyzed? Maybe like knock him unconscious without using your fist.
Oh.
I just imagine Grubbs already has his fist ready, like, oh.
You take idea from mouth.
Yeah.
I think I have hot tranquilizer somewhere. Bear with.
You just hear Larry in the background going, not anymore, you don't.
More.
So I guess I'm just gonna tippity tap type.
Grubs is gonna search through his bag, and then he's gonna pull out like a syringe with something innocuous in it.
One
kind of
for
leave
you,
it there.
one for me.
Alright, can you roll me for med
Wave it
tech?
at Mr. Smith and be like, "This too good," and then he's gonna hand it to Mr. Smith and say, "I hold still, yes. You inject." Whilst he's distracted, Grubs is just gonna grab Cyril by the scruff of his shirt and just like deck him so he's out cold.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of shrug, like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, hold him up so his chin's like really obvious, and just fucking deck him in the chin, knock him out.
I mean, I'm gonna make him roll for it, at least to see.
Oh, he is 100% dead.
If
Oh my god, this poor bastard.
Okay, yeah, no, he's stunned because I'm gonna give him a -2 for that for being paralyzed, or a +2 in this case. Yeah, so he is fucking out.
I want to roll my attack for the lols.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
Because fucking double damage on that is 32, 34.
Are you trying to kill him?
No, I'm just.
No, I don't mean it.
I just wanted the chance to roll that ridiculous power fist.
You just wanted to see the damage.
Fucking 46 times 2, bro.
You punching him with the lightning fist.
No, I punched him with a power fist, but it was just a love tap on the chin.
Yeah, prefers the name
That is kind of what the
Mjolnir.
power fist is designed for.
Have we found out if this girl is in this fucking club?
Anything more than that would just
Not yet.
sure.
Okay, so can Shade now find out
I'm
what's
assuming
going
that
on
he
with
hasn't
his
actually.
tippity type?
He won't have actually locked his computer because he was still. He was using it when Mr. Smith walked in. So, can I just go on it?
Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, no, it is open, and what you're looking for? Anything specific? Or
Any
just looking at
sort
what
of
you were
references to Bridget, or I guess if he's trying to like hide it to be like the girl, or just anything to do with girls. Looking for nudes.
doing? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I mean, what he was doing at the time was sort of dicking around on like cyber Twitter, but
Just
as
Twitter.
as you dig a little bit into it, and you find that chain that from that he had with Bridget about offering like a position, and that's and it finishes at the same point that you found before. What you do manage to find is a couple messages exchanged with a profile that just says boss, saying about how he's found the merchandise, and initially it seems all good because they're just talking about stock and merchandise, but then there's one or two times where they use words like compliant or pretty, and that sort of like throws alarm bells off in your mind.
Yeah, that's telltale human trafficking. That is.
Yeah.
Classic mistake.
I guess I'm gonna look through that chain to find any reference to a place, maybe, or anywhere that might like allude to a place, like some sort of weird cryptic crossword, but for human trafficking.
3 down.
Yeah, so you trawl through, and as you go back through some of the chain, you manage to find references to where the drop point was, which was they just set it as the manor. So you're saying about bring the product over to the manor later.
Can you like?
Does he have
Find any
like
way
a
of-
built-in sat nav, like
That
Google
was honestly
Maps
what I
or
was thinking.
something?
Was like a sat nav, a Google Maps, anything like that we could.
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, there isn't a sharing feature, like a location sharing feature on this.
Yeah, that would actually make things too easy, I think.
Really would probably.
While I'm there, does he have online banking?
Oh yeah.
Roll me some interface, because that's not going to be something he has logged in straight away.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
Ooh, that's
Okay,
bad.
yeah,
Okay.
that should be fine. The reason is because it does ask for some fingerprint identification, but you also have his unconscious body right there.
Yeah, just boop.
So logging into his online banking is absolutely fine. You trawl through, and he's doing pretty well for himself. You manage to see that he's in quite a lot of gambling debt. A lot
Pretty
of
well for himself in a lot of gambling debt. Pick a lane.
He has two bank accounts, clearly.
It's very boom bust. There's a lot of money going in, but there's a lot more money going out.
Coming out.
Is it one of those accounts that
that
says how much his overdraft is?
Oh yeah, it's well into 40 grand.
Cool. So how much more can I take?
None really.
Fuck.
Is it already like reminders from the bank kind of?
It is like there is a lot of red and bold and exclamation marks over there.
Does he also
but you
have
do
the
see
club accounts?
in the last week that there's been two deposits from a company called Tidworth Holdings LLC. I don't know what an LLC is.
Limited liability company. Do I know of a Tidworth Holdings?
Roll.
Just as a corporate, yeah.
Yeah, roll.
Would it be resources?
Yeah, I'd roll some resources.
I never get to use it that much, so.
I was going to say.
Okay, yeah, 18.
Okay. So you you do a little bit. You sort of search brain banks, and you sort of think, that does seem to ring a little bit of a bell. There, one of, whilst not a direct competitor to Coulson Dynamics, your parent company
Best
that
company
you
in
work
the world,
for.
yep.
There is Tidworth is also the name of the CEO of one of your competitors. Not like I say, not quite a competitor. They work in a slightly different field to you.
Is it human resourcing by any chance?
No, it's there's a company called Lazarus, which is a large sort of private military contractor that you know of, and their CEO has the second name Tidworth.
Okay. I'll provide this to the group. Also, can I ask Mr. 5H4D3 to delete all the security footage as well, while he's doing.
I use my little like tool thing that I made to
Oh yeah. Roll some interface with the +1.
just go through and just remove us. And Doc Grubbs is going to leave bigger holes in it than he used to. Like there will just be bits of it that you can't see at all.
Oh, very nice.
You managed to do a fairly comprehensive job, you feel.
And can I also leave it to run again later once we've actually left? There's no record of us ever being here, but it sees us leave.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I sort of figured you were running it as sort of
A scheduled job for later.
Up on the
well.
system.
One last thing while I'm on the little clickety clack. Can I see if I can find the deed for the club?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
The deputy general manager, so
Oh, yeah.
he doesn't actually own this one.
Shit.
It's a good call.
It was worth a shot.
Okay,
Worth a shot, absolutely.
There are safe.
Oh yeah.
Make an awareness roll.
Do this. I have the technology.
You're made of the technology.
Yeah, you're like 80% technology at this point. 20% brick shithouse, but you know.
80% code.
Doc Grubbs does not, unfortunately, does not really notice a big Acme safe.
Can I try and move the paintings to see if there's anything behind? I'm a wealthy man.
Okay, yeah.
I know where rich people hide their.
It's just like that scene in Age of Ultron where it's just Iron Man just going, please be a secret door, please be a secret door.
Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Ooh.
Oh
That
no!
is
unfortunately.
Guys, I got a painting. I imagine with a fumble, I try and open a window to something.
Yeah, you try and you just end up just like opening a window. It's like, oh god, that's a very realistic painting.
Secret door. Behold.
Oh dear.
Out of curiosity, is there a fire escape in this room?
Unfortunately, no, not from this room. The only exit is from the door you came out of. You came into it.
So I'm just thinking, do we need to kidnap this guy? I feel like we've got all the information we need.
Yeah, but do we ever need to do anything that we do?
I mean,
We could pass him out the window.
does nobody want? I mean, he worth money as body parts.
Body parts aside, I feel like if this man is connected into organised crime, we should at the very least take him out of the game a bit, so that I don't know.
We are organised crime.
I know, but another organisation.
Wait, what if?
I thought that was obvious.
What if we get him killed by the people he works for? By just...
Ooh.
Can I plant some evidence that he's been colluding with some police officers?
Oh. Okay.
That's good.
Were you trying to some private messages and stuff like that?
Yeah. Just like, I don't know, just like Twitter DMs to Met London or something.
Twitter DMs.
Oh, that's
Okay.
There's not like a bag of takings anywhere, is there?
Oh, what?
Takings for the evening.
Oh, right.
Not here right now. It's still not quite gotten late enough into the night for them to
Is there a
start bringing
safe?
some takes up yet. You can roll some awareness. Doc Grubbs and Mr. Smith weren't able to find it. Or if there was one.
Put in some luck.
That's fine. Oh, dang. Oh, dang, indeed. Well, first, I just want to, for Shade, I'm trying to think what is probably going to be the best one. Either, you can go with social or persuasion and fast talk, whichever you feel's most relevant there.
I'll go
Just
persuasion and fast talk
see,
because...
Yeah, to see how convincing, the fake emails and things like that you leave. Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay, yeah.
The trouble is,
that's
I
fine.
kind of
So you
want
leave-
to figure out a way to pass it on to his employers without just being like screenshotting it, sending it, and then being like, "Oh, wrong convo."
What if you take records of it and then you can anonymously send it to them? Like, if you copy down his
Wait,
boss's
I'll send it from.
details.
I'll just send it from Bridget's number.
Playing too much Overwatch.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
So I'll just send it from her phone. I'll take like a bad picture of it and then just send it like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing else, and then turn off the phone.
Oh, I'm 100% leaving that phone here.
Okay, that works too.
Like, I've downloaded all the news I can. I don't need it anymore.
That's a good call. Send those to me. In the
They're
post.
already on your phone.
What?
I'm getting some posters blown up for you.
Thanks, man.
It's an early birthday present.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So you managed to, have you already, have you just sent that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you just sent that out. You haven't got a reply just yet about that, but yeah, we'll wait on that.
Well, I think that means that in my head we can just leave it to them to remove him from their operation.
They'll probably have it from here, yeah. Or at the very least, there's going to be some uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah, no, I mean, you've gotten some information out of him. He might have more information, but you probably also run the risk of discovery if you were to try and steal him. So Trip, yeah, so you're looking around. Whilst Mr. Smith was sort of fucking around with the window, and Doc Grubbs is just sort of like
Pouring at the floor.
shoving stuff, like sort of like looking under, like looking in drawers and stuff like that. You notice part of the carpet in the far corner behind the desk is a little bit more loose in one bit. It doesn't feel like it's all the way tacked down. You actually manage to curl your finger around it and pull it up, and you do actually uncover what looks to be some sort of safe.
Cool. Can I break into the safe?
I don't know, can you? So there's basically two components to it. There is, like, obviously the electronic panels to it, as well as the sort of like mechanical mechanisms, I suppose, to it. How are you going about it?
We'll start with like the physical mechanism, trying to like break in, not like force way in, like it's kind of like sneakily break into it, so not force.
Like pick it.
Sneaky.
Yeah, like pick it basically. Yeah.
Okay. Roll some basic tech. Unfortunately, yeah, no. It doesn't. It seems fairly resistant to.
Can I
your attempts
assist?
there.
Can I see him struggling and try and help?
Yeah.
Just another basic tech roll.
Do you want to roll some? I mean, you're more okay. Do you want to roll some electronics or electronic security? Either of you?
I'll roll electronics. Through that.
Oh yeah, I'll also roll electronics.
You're both much better at that.
Uh-huh.
You can tell where our skill points went, can't you?
Yeah, you guys are able to tell that. Yeah, similar to how his banking details needed biometric clearance. A portion of what this safe needs is biometric clearance. So you're able to roll Cyril over towards the safe and place his fingers, his palm print onto it, which unlocks it, but it also asks for a password. Shay, do you want to roll interface?
I can.
And I'm gonna head off in a minute.
Okay, yeah, we're not too much longer, mate.
I'll drop out.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. You managed to pop that shit open. Inside you managed to find some jewelry. Looks quite nice. It's like assorted like necklaces, watches, like men's jewelry. Sort of ring.
Hello.
I mean, I guess just hand that all off to Larry to defense.
Yeah.
He's the one with the contacts.
Yeah.
What have you given me?
It's just like a load of jewelry and stuff.
Just assorted jewelry.
Assorted.
Do you want to just put that in your inventory?
Yeah, so you can fence it later.
there is also a pistol in there.
Nice.
Quite a nice one, actually. Shay, do you have some weaponsmith skill, don't you? You want to roll some weaponsmith to see if you know what type of weapon it is?
Yeah, I forgot I had
have.
that.
I also have weaponsmith.
I don't understand.
I mean, either of
weapons.
you. Just to see. Oh, bugger.
Brilliant.
Why do I keep doing that?
I think Shade's pretty sure it's automatic. Because fumble.
Oh, dang. 14. Yeah, you didn't need super high. This is quite a nice pistol. This is a. Where is it? This is a Beretta M97P, which is quite a nice one.
Nice.
Paste. I'm just gonna paste that.
Do you want this, Shade?
No, guns are more your thing. I'm a knives guy nowadays.
Cool. I am keeping that.
Cool.
All right.
There you go. It's just
DJ Big Rush, time to live.
Was there any money in
I
that?
agree.
unfortunately, no straight up cash. No, it seemed like just like a personal sort of store box.
Anything on there like USBs? Any kind of hard drives in there?
It's pronounced us.
No, unfortunately not. No, I mean he didn't copies. He did have. I mean, all of his incriminating evidence was kind of there on his computer, as you claim it.
Robs is going to stand up and grab Cyril he's still out cold, assumably, but he's going to grab him by the shirt and give him a nice punch to the ribs to remember him by.
Can I take my tie back?
I feel like Grubs is just bitter that we didn't kill him.
Time to go, gentlemen.
Yep, so I guess we'll all just follow Mr. Smith out. Because he still works
you're
here.
off.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's.
Cool. Where are you guys going? You're just heading straight out the front door.
My thinking is, if we disperse back out, and I'll exit out this back exit here, and everybody else can leave out the front door because I'll still look like a member of staff.
Yep, sounds like a
The
plan.
infamous Peter.
Why don't you just leave out the front with the rest of us?
Because they might give him shit if they think he's staff. And
Yeah,
he's
that's
just
the
leaving
thing. If
now.
they think I'm staff who's just fucking off, I don't want to attract attention. So if you guys all go out that way, I'll sneak out the back.
Yeah, sure. So the rest of you guys are heading out the front door. Beach Boys are still banging in the front, and Mr. Smith sort of heads out round back. There's a couple guys out the back there just having a smoke, having a break. But you sort of saunter past them and just keep going off into the alley and off into the night. And you guys reconvene at the truck and head on back to the Four Roses.
That could have gone a lot worse. Just
That
saying.
could have
I'm
gone
gonna
a lot worse.
Alright.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
I'll speak to you guys later.
So, yeah.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah, buddy. So yeah, basically that. So that's it for the evening. You actually managed to pull that off fairly smoothly.
That's what happens when Mr. Smith and Shade are in charge.
I'm just saying, we're the fucking best, yeah.
That could have gone very differently.
I
Curious
could
how no
not be
one,
happier with the DJ Russia thing.
That's so
the
good.
the DJ Big Russian was inspired. I do love that.
I was genuinely just worried that I'd fuck up a roll and it wouldn't happen.
If inspiration was a thing in Cyberpunk, you would definitely have had it for that. I know it's hindsight now, but I was quite surprised none of you actually searched him.
Yeah,
If he had anything
yeah.
on.
didn't even think about that.
Not to think about.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so that's basically it. So to summarize, basically you managed to get in there, and whilst you didn't find any evidence of Bridget being there, it looks like she may have worked 1 or 2 shifts there, but not currently, or not the last day or two. And
Well, assuming she's been sold into.
yeah, you're finding some alarming sort of references to what could potentially be human trafficking, or possibly something even more sinister.
Ooh.
I mean,
Like she's been forced to work in an office or something.
Oh, gross.
She's in a call center somewhere.
don't tell me that they're training human body parts, because
Because, hey, that's our gig.
Because Grubs will destroy the competition.
all right.
Possibly much worse.
For the funsies, I have one last dice roll to make.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Hashtag fuck Dan. I don't remember seeing that on the skill list.
It's one of the more important skills, I'll be honest with you.
I mean, it's core to everyone's. Yeah,
We all have it. So,
learning.
yeah.
Even better, I've now updated my name.
TJ Big.
God.
How can you fumble?
He fumbled.
Fuck Dan roll.
I forgot the lubricant.
We've all been there.
Oh,
No, I kind of like how Mr. Smith and Shade have ended up as like this weird dynamic, but like instead of it being they're both growing from the experience, it's like we're both becoming worse human beings together.
100%.
I feel like it's an interesting one, because that is probably the first session we've ever had where Grubbs hasn't shot anyone or punched anything. Larry hasn't said anything racist, and we didn't get in any fights.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was a
Well, it's 'cause I
weirdly,
think
it was a weirdly
Mr.
Shade and
Smith
Mr. Smith
Shade led on a lot of it.
Yeah, which we are not combat people.
Yeah.
To be fair,
And it kind of went a lot more smoothly as a
Really
result.
did, yeah. I was really pleased with the eye dart. It
Yeah.
kind
The
of
eye
popped into
dart
my
was
head, and I was like, I do have the eye dart thing. Oh, I need a way to distract him.
Grubbs is
partly
just
helped you completely
Grubbs is
fumble
done
that
the
roll.
punching with showing you hydraulic
Yeah.
power fist.
I'm sure that'll come when we go up against the human resourcing people.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yes.
I was literally, I was trying to think, like, what can I say that will distract him, but not, like, you know, basically it was like, do I go in and, like, deck him or some shit like that? And it was like,
That's
no,
the
I've got the
bit
eye dart, and I
If
want to
in doubt,
distract
just
him. And it was like, well, we do have one very big, very Russian, very hairy distraction, so why the fuck not?
I really thought that Grubs was just not going to go along with it. Just be like, what do you mean, DJ? No. Not me.
Oh yes.
So, I mean, yeah. So, I
That's
guess
very
next
good.
session
Thank you, Ed. Yeah.
we need to, you guys have to, I mean, basically sort of investigate this Tidworth Holdings company, and sort of follow up on some leads as to where Bridget might be.
Cool. Right. I think for Richard's benefit, we'll call that the end.
Yeah.
On the return of the Cyberpunk music for a fitting closer.
Yeah. I guess I'll just